Our next step is talking about uploading your script. So on your main page, studio.pozotron.com, after you've logged in, once you hit Create New Project, there's this Create New Project screen. We're going to talk about uploading the script. So you can upload a PDF, an EPUB, or a docx. Pozotron works the same with all three of those types in terms of seeking out discrepancies, but there are a few differences to go over. Also, please note that you can change the project settings later, but you can't change the sensitivity settings. So make sure when you're uploading your script, you know which one of these you want to select. Now back to the idea of the manuscript itself. Not all scripts are created equal. PDFs are the most common things that we get uploaded. Some things to be aware of, though. If you have double page spreads, captions, or footnotes, you should be aware of how Pozotron reacts to those. It might not be what you expect. If you ever run into any problems during your proofing process because of these things, let us know right away, and we'll either fix it or show you how to. You can potentially upload PDFs that are still just images. Pozotron can't read those. It has to be recognized as text. You can run it through an OCR process, which is optical character recognition, on your own, or we can tell you how to do that. You'll also occasionally run into ligature issues. If the letters are too close together and end up touching, sometimes Pozotron has an issue understanding what character that is. A good way to do the test is if you can copy and paste a sentence from your PDF into Microsoft Word, and it can't figure out what those letters are. If Word can't figure out what that is, then Pozotron can't either. Another thing with PDFs is encryption. If there's any kind of security on a PDF, sometimes Pozotron won't be able to read it and pull it into the system. Docxs are great because the text that you see in that Word file, that's what you get. Sometimes Pozotron does have issues with headers and footers in docx files. So again, be aware that sometimes those things will pop up in ways that you might not expect. If there's really odd formatting with tables or anything other than straight text in a docx file, there may be some issues with that as well. Because of the format of docx files, occasionally Pozotron will not be able to parse page numbers as well. So in the pronunciation and character guides, where if you upload a PDF, it'll tell you what page each of these things are on. Occasionally with docx files, it's not able to pull that information out. And lastly, EPUBs. EPUBs work almost all of the time. Occasionally you will run into an error because of non-standard indexing. The best way to handle that is to change it from an EPUB into one of the other two formats, and then it will work as expected when you upload it. A huge majority of the time when you're uploading scripts to Pozotron, it will have no issues with them at all. And if you do run into anything unexpected or that doesn't work, you should just send us an email or give us a call right away. Chances are very likely we can fix it or we have a workaround.